Missiles!
$1 million once, $1 million twice. Fair warning, it is selling at $1 million. So, $1 million.
Hello, and thanks for joining. This is Josh Lowensteiner, exclusive sales agent for James D. Julia Auctions. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about several of the extremely fine Parker shotguns that we've got coming up in our October 7th, 8th, and 9th Fine Firearms auction. This grouping of Parker shotguns will be offered on October 8th, and I'd like to talk to you about a group of them, as there are truly a number of wonderful and fantastic Parkers that will be offered in this auction. The first of which is a very fine Parker AHE. The gun is a 20 gauge. It has what I would consider to be amongst the finest Anschutz engraving of the period, including a wonderful rabbit on the bottom of the frame, as well as a engraved spaniel peering into and pointing on a quail. One of the most unique game scene engraved AHE 20s that I've ever seen, and I think the gun is truly wonderful. It's offered as lot 2408, and it comes with a conservative pre-sale estimate of $30,000 to $50,000. The second Parker I'd like to talk to you about today is a scarce 20 gauge BHE grade. It is lot 2409 in our upcoming firearms auction. The gun is a later gun, 20 gauge with 3-inch chambers, 26-inch barrels. Features typical BHE engraving with double dogs on both sides and quail engraved on the bottom of the gun. It has really quite pretty case colors and quite a nice original gun. It is offered with a conservative and realistic pre-sale estimate of $27,500 to $47,500. The third Parker I'd like to discuss today is a rare 28 gauge DHE. These 28 gauge guns are fairly scarce, with 200 made in this gauge, 54 with Titanic barrels that are 28 inches long, according to the Parker story. This particular gun in the late 238,000 serial range is quite nice and features exceptionally fine engraving. There are a number of D grades in this serial range that have been documented to have been engraved by the master engraver Rudolf Kornbrath. The engraving on this gun is very deeply engraved and somewhat unique for a DHE, in that it's perhaps a bit finer than you might ordinarily find. This gun may too have been ordered or perhaps engraved by Rudolf Kornbrath, and is quite an exciting find. It is offered with a conservative pre-sale estimate of $32,500 to $52,500. The next truly exceptional Parker I'd like to talk to you about today is a VHE 28 gauge. For those of you who admire guns with tremendous original condition, this gun just about has it all. Parker case colors are absolutely beautiful when they're found in original, which isn't often. This particular gun has most all of its original factory finishes and is about as nice a VHE 28 gauge and original gun as you could hope to find. The gun is a standard configuration other than its extraordinary and truly exceptional condition. This particular specimen will be offered as lot 2411, and in our October 8th auction, it is offered with a conservative pre-sale estimate of $35,000 to $45,000. The final gun that I'd like to present today is truly an exceptionally rare and high-condition Parker. It's lot 2412, and it is a GHE 410 gauge, a late gun in the 238,000 serial range. This gun is quite nice and all original, having all original finishes throughout. Quite nice case color on the frame, original barrel blue, and shows some limited use, but was obviously well taken care of. These little GHE 410s are extremely rare, with only 28 made according to the Parker story. This particular gun carries a very conservative and very realistic estimate of $35,000 to $55,000. And again, this is lot 2412 being offered in our October 8th Fine Firearms auction. Thanks for joining me today and taking a look at a couple of these wonderful Parkers. We hope to see you at the auction.